Okay, I'll be making a tutorial on how to make this sword and shield. So, look at the sword here. And the shield has it's just a simple round shield, but it has a small handle on the back. So, you start with the kind of Zen magnet shape that they give you the magnets in. It's kind of block, and you split it in half. Exactly, one half will be the sword, and the other half will be the shield. So we'll do the sword first. So you take, for the sword, take this apart and just turn it into a chain. Since everything starts from a chain. Okay, now that you have your chain, next thing you want to do is make 5 of these rings of 4. And then you just stack them carefully. Make sure they don't flip on you, which you try to do. But just stack them up, and you'll have this little tower. Next thing you want to do is you want to make a ring of 18. So count them or do whatever you want, but make a ring of 18, and you stack another ring of 18 on top of it in staggered formation. So you have this thing, and then you want to squeeze it so the top looks like this. You do not want it to look like that. Where they're both in line, you want them to look like this, so there's extra magnet on each end. And then you want to peel off 2 magnets from the bottom row of each side. So 2 magnets, and right here, peel off another 2 magnets. So you end up with this. And now you kind of hold it right here, and you just shift it down slightly. So you have that. And then you want to repeat with this side. So you hold it closely and shift it down. You want to make sure there's no gaps. So you can kind of see how there's a gap right now. Just shift it until the gap goes away. And then you take this, which is your handle, and stick it on, and it should be in staggered formation. Now with the remainder of your magnets, watch carefully is to keep the polarity correct. So this was what you're working with. And bring it into a circle like this. Then you pinch one end, so you have this angle. You don't want it to be a square. You want it to kind of have a little point there of extra magnet, and bring it across. Then you fold it like that. And now, so this is the top, this is the bottom. At the bottom, separate out into a loop a little bit and press the point in, so you can form this kind of toilet plunger shape where you have this part is slightly bigger, and then you can attach it right into the middle. And for reasons unexplained that I really don't know why, you want to pull on it a bit and continue squeezing it a bit, and then pulling on it until, so you want to keep doing that a bit until the center magnet, the center of your plunger thing, and then see it comes out a little bit. You don't really have to do this step, but for whatever reason it increases the stability of the sword and keeps the blade attached a lot better. So see how this magnet isn't completely in flush with it. When you pull, you can pull it a little bit, not too hard, and then it comes out a little bit, and there's a bit of a gap here, and that's good, and I guess it makes the sword look better too. So that keeps it pretty stable. You can hold it with a little bit of flexing. And for a tip, you take off the 2 magnets at the tip, and then you just basically rearrange them so that the point's facing the way you want it to. And that is the sword. So for the shield, it's easier. So take a bar, take it into a chain again. Okay, so I have this chain. You want to make one hexagon, one 2-layer hexagon, say of this. And then you want to build on top of that. So you have a ring there, and they make a ring of 6 and just stick it into the middle. And you should not end up with a hexagon. This side is a hexagon, this side is a circle. So now, instead of working like this like you normally would, you work on it, you layer another layer on it backwards. Keep the chain kind of tight. The magnets are not going to really stick in very tightly. They're going to be kind of loose. So you have this, and then you put one more layer on top of this. So right now what you have is a bigger circle, and the back side looks like this, in case you wanted to know. And now you put one more layer back the way you normally put magnets on to finalize the size. So you have a nice big circle here and a back here. So you take this, your remaining magnets, and just close it into a loop. Remaining magnets close into a loop. And squeeze it so you have this. And then look at this hexagon here. You can see how there's a magnet up there, right on the layer above the hexagon. So you anchor one here, side here, and the other side on the opposite side of that. This handle likes to try to scrunch itself down, so you want to make sure, pull on it a bit and make sure it's out this way, and don't push on it or it'll collapse. And there you have it. You have this little shield and this little sword, both of them made with one set.